What's up everybody, this is Hillbillies here, and welcome back to episode 4 of my game pickups today. I think I started off right away with some controllers and accessories that I picked up this week, and then I'm going to move on to the games that I picked up, and then probably just some other random stuff that's game related. So to start off with the first controller, I picked up another, I guess, Guitar Hero or Rock Band controller. I already had, the 3 free ones from last week, but this was 75% off and ended up being like $1.12. So, I couldn't say no to it having $1.12 for a guitar. So I took that. That's the biggest controller obviously there. I managed to get another plug and play. It is one for Intellivision though, so I don't know how many games are on this. I actually forgot to check this out, but I think it'll be pretty cool because I have Intellivision games, I just don't have an Intellivision yet. So being able to play them with this would be amazing, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that I think once I actually hook it up and try it. Another plug and play I picked up is a Spider-Man one. You can see it's just a joystick and everything, and I actually put this one in and played it. There's actually like a 2D side scroller that you can play, which is actually pretty fun. And there's just a couple of random other mini games with it, but I think, it's fun to have. And both of those, of course, I got them $3.99 as I usually would. Same thing with this next older PC controller. At first one I thought it would have been like a third-party Nintendo one, but when I picked it up I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's PC, but I still got it anyways, because, PC, why not? I found this, it's a PlayStation 3 navigation controller. This was I think $1.99 for this, because it doesn't have there's supposed to be a charger, but I don't have it, but I can, always go online and find one. So that's pretty cool. I guess it's for going through, movies and whatnot when you're watching them, or looking through Netflix or something like that. Makes it easier. I got, as well, for $4.99, a little expensive for what I think, but it's the kind of gun holder accessory for the Wii. You just put your controller in there, and you're good to go. I think that's going to be pretty cool, using this to aim. I think it might make a couple of games a little bit more fun. Something ended up getting a really good deal on, apparently, because they're supposedly worth a lot, is I managed to get 4 of these, what are they called? They're like PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2 quiz games. And I got all 4 of the controllers for $3.99, which was a great deal, because apparently people want tons of money for them. They're really hard to find or something. So that's something that when I get the game, at least I'll be able to play it right away, and it should be lots of fun. People have, said good things about it. The same day, actually, that I had made my episode 3, I was like, oh, maybe I'll wait a couple hours and I'll go to the store and then I'll come back. If I have anything else, I'll make a video. And I decided, oh, whatever, I'll just add it to next week's one. Which, that same day, I found an Atari Atari 7800 controller. And that's really cool. I don't have a 7800 yet. Kind of weird that there was only one, but whatever, I'm not going to complain, right? I got a 7800 controller and that was $3.99, so I can't beat that. I ordered this off eBay now, because I saw somebody was talking about it, and it's a Game Boy Advanced e-reader. And if you don't know what that is, it's like you slide in little cards, you can play, Mario, whatever, and you slide your card in so that every 50 points in the game you're given some bonus, or every coin block is now a different block, or something like that. It's a way to change up the game, and it works with lots and lots of different games. I don't have any cards yet, but they're pretty cheap, so I'm going to try and pick some of those up. But that was cool. Paid like $6 after shipping for this, so I thought it was worth it. Couple small things here. I just got an RCA kind of switcher, whatever, for the older consoles. That's always good to have. Hidden in the back was a PlayStation 1 memory card, and behind that too was a Rock Band plug-in. Again, I don't have the Rock Band for the Wii, and now I have 3 of these, which, if ever 3 people want to come play, they certainly can. And that's actually it for the controllers that I got this week. I did get lots of games though, because what happened is the place that I normally go, they're always changing things up, and I don't always know where their stuff is. So, I did find their PC ones, and I was like, oh, this is great. And then just the other day, They moved their racks around again, and it was like, oh my god, look, there's games. I almost ran by them, and I stopped, and I was like, oh my god, I had to pick some of these. So, during the week, I got lots, to be honest, lots and lots of PC games. So, just give me a minute here. We'll go through all these. I got, probably at the beginning of the week, classic games. It's just like a bunch of different random, like there's chess and checkers, and there's Pac-Man, just a whole bunch of random small PC games. Should be pretty fun. Apparently there's like 40 games on it or something. So that'll be lots of fun on a rainy day, kind of like today. It's actually raining outside a lot. I also got Lego Creator, Harry Potter. Not 100% sure what this is. I guess it's just you build with it and whatnot. And on the back it even says that there's all the different ones for like the PlayStation 2 and the Game Boy Advance and all that. So I'll have to put that in and play it at some point. I got lucky with these, of course. Like these PC ones were all like between $1 to $3, so that's not a bad price. I got F-15. It's a combat simulator. It's pretty cool looking, and I have a flight stick now, as you saw last week, so I'm going to try and play that, but I want to use this at some point when I get a cool desktop to use the joystick with it, and you play properly, right? I also got First Strike. It's a military game, of course, about the Gulf War. So that'll be another fun game once I can install all these. Like I say, I have lots, so I just kind of want to go through these quick just to show you guys, don't want to make it too long. I got SimCity 3000. I've actually never played the SimCity games myself, so I figured, why the hell not? I know it's a popular game, and maybe I'll play it, maybe I'll get into it, who knows, right? So I'll install that too at some point. I got ATF, or Advanced Tactical Fighters. So another flight sim game kind of thing. Should be fun to play. I like the flying games, shooting and whatnot, so it's pretty cool. Another military game here is Blitzkrieg. There's nothing there on the back for some reason. I don't know if it's 2 discs or whatever, but yeah, Blitzkrieg. I guess it's another just a defense game kind of thing. You like send your troops around and fight like that. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Kind of like this other awesome game called War Commander, and it's for D-Day. And this is like a strategy one. You kind of like send your troops around and you build your town up and set up your defenses and whatnot, like you normally would in real war. So I think that'd be pretty cool. I also got here another strategy one called Knights and Merchants, and I really, I used to play a lot of the strategy computer ones, building up towns and, creating knights and people and, fighting in the war. So I think a lot of these games are going to be a lot of fun. Kind of like this, we got Panzer Clans, which is like a tank fighting game. It really is basically just mostly based off the tanks and planes and whatnot, but it should be really cool. Just another awesome game, another awesome military game, and for the prices, I couldn't say no. So, now I have lots of PC games to try out. I've also gotten Heavy Barrel. Now this is also on the NES, I think, and the SNES. Never played them before. So I'll get to try it on the PC first and see what it's like. Apparently it's got really good reviews. It was a really fun game, so I'm really excited to try this one. I think it'll be lots of fun. One that caught my eye, I thought it was interesting, is called The Journeyman 2 Buried in Time. Now, it's strange, because when you look at the back picture, there's like futuristic stuff. Sorry about the glare, by the way. There's like futuristic-y type, I don't know, homes, and then it shows castles and things, so it's like you kind of transport through time, but it's like a strategy game, but an RPG. You guys will have to look it up more to understand better, because I haven't even really played it. And one game I grabbed right away as soon as I saw it, of course, because who wouldn't, is Wolfenstein 3D. And I played this as a kid. I never had the disc for it, but now I have the actual CD, so that'll be really great to be able to play this whenever I want. And it's still a fun game to this day, running through and shooting Nazis and all that. It's pretty great, and there's so many cool different little hidden spots you can look for and whatnot, so I think that's pretty cool. I got myself, though, some boxed computer games. One of them being Age of Mythology. And this they were asking $3 for, but I opened it up, and it actually was missing disc 1. It's got everything else, it was just missing the first disc. So I said, well, what do you do for that? And he's like, well, I would just throw it out, you know, because like it's missing one. He's like, I was like, all right, well, I can take it off your hands. Well, okay, well, I'll give it to you for $1. So for $1, I got Age of Mythology, the box, everything in it, except for the first disc, which I'll buy the single disc on eBay or something, and then I'll have the complete set. And I think that's pretty cool. They also look nice, you know, having the nice boxes on the shelves. I don't mind that at all. The next game, just a simple box. It's another box game of 150 card games. I figured another one of those, you know, you get bored of playing your regular games, you can sit down and play some cards, and it's actually, like, from the picture on the back, there's actually, like, tables your character sits at and things like that, so they did a good job, and it looks pretty fun, so just one of those things I'll sit down and play one day when I have nothing else that I want to play. One I just picked up yesterday was Age of Empires 2 Gold Edition, and this is complete, really great, has all the manuals and everything in. I actually have an Age of Empires 2 manual from when I had the game a long time ago. I still had the manual, but the game is probably at my parents' or something for all I know, but that's pretty cool to have this. I really enjoy the Age of Empires game, so I'm very excited to put this back in, install it on the computer, and play it all. Well, I'm going to play it a whole bunch, I bet. And something cool, I didn't notice this first because it was wrapped up in plastic, but I got a Frogger game. Now I do apologize about the glare there, and the reason for that is because it's still sealed. Nobody's ever opened this game, and I don't think I'm going to either, because I can just go on eBay and buy another one. So I figured, you know, I myself have never come across too many sealed computer games. I paid like $3.99 for this, so I'm not going to open it, definitely. I'm just going to leave it sit. You know, it looks cool on the shelf. And it kind of sucks though, because when you look at the back, it looks like it's like a 3D world of Frogger that runs around and like fights creatures and monsters, and I was like, that actually looks like a really good game. So I have to go and find an open disc for it so that I can finally play it, because like I say, I'm not going to open a sealed game. I guess that's the way I am. I actually had got my wife there was a DS game that I think she took with her today. It's Bejeweled 3, and actually, no, sorry, it's over here, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. Bejeweled 3. This was also sealed, but I left it up to her to decide if she wanted to open it or not, and she did open it. Not really, you know, it's pretty new anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. You know, you can find lots of Bejeweled 3s. You can probably still buy them at Walmart or whatever for really cheap, so whatever, it doesn't matter too much, but it's a fun puzzle game I thought she would enjoy, and I just got her a DS, so she'll finally be able to play that. Now, as for, I got some, since it's computer related, I did get a Civilizations 3 book, which, as you guys know from one of my last videos, I have the box and the game for the Civilization, but I didn't have the manual. So now, with both of them together, I have a full complete set. I had to pay like $4 for this because they consider it a book, but whatever. I didn't care. I now have a complete game of the Civilization, which I think will be really cool. Looks good, like I say, when it's finished and you show somebody like, look at my complete game, and you know, it's something just harder to find. Like I was saying, I found their game rack because they moved where the games were, and it just made things a lot easier for me to go and locate them. So one of the days in their glass case, though, there was Twilight Princess for the Wii. I paid $30 for this, but I had 30% off with a bunch of other stuff, so I paid like $30 for this and a couple other games all thrown in, so not too bad a deal at all. It's a really fun game now, you know, high definition and whatever, so I'm going to try this out. It's going to be probably a lot of fun. I got the Wii hooked up and everything and ready to go, so that'll be one of the ones that I have to try. I got a couple of Xbox original games here. The first one being Mech Assault. I'm quite happy that I have this, because forever and ever and ever I've had Mech Assault Lone Wolf like collector's edition or special edition, so now I have the first one. That's pretty cool. And I just noticed too on the back it says that not for individual sale, so it must have been part of a pack or some sort of thing like that. But I think it's really cool. It's just a really fun game. I really like the mech games. They're awesome. You blow stuff up and walk around in giant, like, blocking tanks and things, right? Like, why not? Giant crazy robots. Who doesn't like them? I also got the Chronicles of Riddick. Just because this is a game, I didn't have it in my collection, so now I do. I just figured, you know, whenever I see one that I don't have, I gotta get it, because I want to have every game for every console if possible. It's gonna take a long time, but I can do it. By the way, too, those games were only like $3.99 for the Xbox ones. Same thing with this Matrix Reloaded. Another game that I did not have that now I do add to my collection. Gonna have to spend some time and play this because I never even got to play it as a kid. I don't know why I never picked it up or anything like that. I guess just too expensive at the time, but now it's real cheap, so it's really good that I can get that. There are PlayStation 3 games there they want, but like $15, and I didn't want to spend $15 on a PlayStation 3 game. It's just too much for me, so. But I did get a PlayStation 2 Guitar Hero. It's rock of the 80s, so that's going to be pretty cool. I really like the 80s rock, you know, that's probably my favorite genre of music, and the classic rock, so I think having the Guitar Hero will be a lot of fun. I just gotta get a PlayStation 2, I gotta get a controller and all that kind of stuff and set it all up, and then I'll be good to go and play that. I think that's pretty great. We're getting down to the last of it here though, guys. There's not too much left, a couple of little tiny things, and I just got 3 more games that I want to show you. And 2 of them are for the PlayStation 1, which I paid like $1.99 for these, which was, the first one is just the first Medal of Honor game. I have the 2 of the Medal of Honor, sorry, on the Xbox, original one, and I really like them, so getting to try the very first one should be a lot of fun. At least I'm pretty sure it's the very first one. I also have Medal of Honor Underground, same thing, another PlayStation game, so it's just probably the second one in the series or something like that. So I'm quite happy to have both of those, and I'm going to try those out. Like I said, I really enjoyed playing that. Now, I don't have too many of these kinds of games, and they wanted $3.99 for it, probably just because of the age. It is a sports game, but it's for the Nintendo 64, and it is NFL Quarterback Club 2000. I don't know if it's worth $3.99 or not, but it's an N64 game that I don't have. I don't have very many N64 games yet, and I don't come across them very often. I don't want to spend the big price that they're always asking for most of them, so, you know, I had it, it was there, it was cheap, so I decided to get it. You know, why not? I need it for the collection, so I got it. Now, during the week too, I decided I gotta start checking more of the book section and the magazine section and whatnot, because that's all like the controllers and stuff that I got this week. So one of the things is, I got Game Informer. It's just a magazine, but you know, you can put them up on your shelves. The cover art looks cool, like that one's for Gears of War Judgment. It's got just all sorts of different stuff, the latest, you know, what game was coming out at the time, what people think of them, and things like that. So I thought that would be pretty cool to, you know, once in a while you read back a couple of years ago, like, oh, all the excitement for a new game that was about to come out, and, you know, you already have it or whatever, so I thought that was cool. Another one, a book I got is Halo 2 Hacks. This basically tells you everything. It tells you where all the skulls are, it tells you how to get out of all the levels in the campaign, how to get out of the multiplayer levels, glitches and fun tricks you can do with your friends. It's just really cool. Maybe there's probably a lot in here that I don't actually know about, because I do know a lot of the, like, you know, Halo 2 tricks and things, because when I was a kid playing with my brother, you know, we'd always try to get out of the levels, and back then it was way easier to get out of levels than it is nowadays, for sure. So that's something cool that I'm gonna have to take some time to read through and really enjoy that. I think it's a pretty awesome add to the collection. Another book I got here is the Grand Theft Auto 4 like strategy guide, and this is actually very perfect for me, just for the reason that I had gotten to 99.86% in my Grand Theft Auto 4 game, so I was nearly there for 100%. And you know what happened? I loaded up my game one day and it said file corrupt at 99.86%. So yeah, you can see I haven't played it in a while, and for obvious reasons, it's very annoying to have to go through and do all that stuff again. But with this manual, I won't have to scour the internet anymore to find all the locations of like the birds and stuff. Like most of the time I just walk through the first time and I try and find them all on my own. But after having already done that once, I don't want to have to try and look for them all again. So having this guide to just quickly go through the game to finally get my 100%, that's all I want. I just want my 100% achievement, because that's the only one I'm missing for GTA 4. And yeah, I just really want my achievement. It's like 100,000 out of 1,000 the game, which would be really cool. And you know what, guys? That's actually everything I picked up this week. As you can see, I'm always trying to get a large variety. You know, I got PC games and PlayStation games, N64 and Xbox. I got controllers and things for the computer, you know, different, all sorts of cool stuff. So don't forget to stay tuned in for next week. Hopefully I'll have another video out. Hopefully I'll find some more cool stuff. I hope you enjoyed this episode, getting to see all the stuff that I picked up this week. So thanks again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.